I just want to see which ones are bugged and which ones aren't. So the what's it called is not bugged. Is that working
The
fine?
GU95 or
Yeah,
97?
yeah. That at least with that configuration isn't bugged. If you want to try a Taipan with a different configuration, see if maybe it's just that specific Taipan or that slot. Or actually split the slots around first. Let's just see if it's the slot that's bugged.
Yeah, I went with yellow color because then I could see what was mine because nobody uses
Right.
yellow.
Yeah, it's fine. Not like, yeah. Oh, you can see it when you're in it, so.
Well, I see you here next to me.
Yep, it seems to be better about getting you back in now. Engine power. Ah! That was weird. It disappeared for a minute when during the transition. Yeah, I'm not sure how I like the idea of it being a hollow presence. I mean, I get why they did it gameplay-wise, but yeah, whatever, I guess.
Well, it's not like we can walk to ships right now.
Yeah, hoping that changes eventually, and sooner rather than later.
Tell you what, if Season 3 is not Space Legs, there's going to be riots.
Yeah.
Sierra Kilo Uniform Heavy. Automated flight
Also,
control
I wish they
protocol
changed the
initiated.
call out
Please
from
submit the
ATC from
request
the ship
prior to
manufacturer
landing.
to the ship class. Whoa!
You've disappeared on me.
Session ended, apparently. That's a little weird.
Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 05.
Yeah, it's a little buggy for sure.
Well, I think that what I see going on right now is kind of a is problems with their network code that was never.
Yeah.
Warning, landing gear not deployed.
And now it's wanting me to land on top of somebody's Corvette.
Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, I have a feeling when we get our whole group together here, it's gonna be ugly for people. We actually have people with decent skills.
Hey, is that Corvette supposed to be under me? I mean, this is like the Harrison Ford of landing.
And the other reason I don't like this is random messages. Well, that give me a nice boost to my combat ranking a little bit. I'll take that. So the question is, okay, I guess the second. Okay, the seats are on the left and right in the Anaconda. I wonder where it puts people. I don't know, I just think it's weird that in a ship like yours, it puts you in the right seat, even though you're, yeah,
You
it's
may
just
proceed
backwards.
to
But
landing pad 05.
I guess they used to make helicopters or something. Gary Terminal Ave.
Huh. So apparently it didn't save my key bindings for the camera controls.
Yeah.
Or not all of them, at least.
Oh, apparently the ship livery button is broken. That's good to know.
Alright, I will back out and go into private group because I need to land and this guy is on the landing pad that I'm supposed to land on.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
Gutamaya Sierra Kilo Uniform Heavy. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing.
Apparently it was detecting that I had a fighter deployed. I don't think I did.
Ball. Probably confused from all the other insanity.
Well, I booted into private group and...
Alright. Your group?
Yeah, I'm in the SK Unimatrix group. Because I just happened to click on it.
That's fine. Alright, I'm in. Also, I'm curious if private groups are a little bit more stable network-wise.
You may proceed to landing pad 08.
Could just be the number of people in an area has just got that node overloaded or something.
Well, again, this is all systemic from the fact that the peer-to-peer networking code never was quite right.
Yeah,
And
that's
Ed,
messy.
yeah, they're now trying to build upon it, and it's a house of cards.
Oh yeah, it's held together original thinking duct tape at best.
Now it's doing a thing where you are the wrong way on the pad.
Oh, that's always fun. The pad doesn't turn around right.
Especially on a ship whose yaw rate is, you know, that of a beached whale.
Pitch and then roll. You pitch around 180 and then roll.
That's not such advisable when you're on a higher G planet.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
That works okay in space, but
Yeah, they're gonna fix that one. Loading game. Well, that was certainly quicker. So, yeah, definitely something up with the open is just fucked with too many people.
I'm about to say, do you want me to put missile launchers back on?
I gotta figure out controls. Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to put on. I mean, once I figure the controls out, it won't be bad. I just gotta figure put controls on.
Maybe I shouldn't have done this because I just have the screen is blacked out in front of me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I probably should not have done this in a multi-crew session.
Good job, Frontier. Still just slightly broken, guys. Also, I love how I have, a joystick and everything, but you can't transfer the helm to me.
It's to control the fighter.
Sure.
Okay, now it went.
Okay, just slow it. The back end's probably fucked too. Dear X-Plane, I love how, Elite figures out my joystick perfectly, but whatever you guys are doing is completely fucked despite my joystick being a piece of shit. Yet somehow it manages to work perfectly in Elite. Or maybe that's just more props to whoever did the controller input code for Elite. Like, the calibration of my joystick is completely fucked, but it works perfectly in Elite. Go figure. Like, the animations, absolutely match up perfectly.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job.
I have to say it has some of the best controller input I've ever seen. They've done a very good job making it work with pretty much anything you could plug into a computer, regardless of what it is, including working with really shitty joysticks. Like I said, the pods in this thing are completely wrecked, and it still works really well. Can you not deploy, ground vehicles at all with multi-crew?
Don't know.
I mean, it seems silly someone at least can't take out an SRV. If you can deploy a fighter, why not an SRV? Seems kind of a weird limitation. I also think you should be able to transfer the helm to other people too, but whatever. That's what I. Oh, I wish I could change my character's name. Oh. Someone has to make an Arnold Rimmer now. Please tell me you've seen Red Dwarf.
Yeah, but hold on a second. Okay, got that.
Lol. No, someone posted everyone should basically have a big H on their head now. That would be hilarious. They should totally do that. No, apparently the gunner role is bugged at the moment, which is why if someone uses it, you lose control of all your weapons. Because the gunner gets control of everything. That's a little weird. Oh, let me see here.
Well, whenever we go out, oh, did you look at the bug reports or something?
Yeah, I was scrolling through, looking at reported bugs and seeing what people are saying. To save me some trouble. Flight rotation, alternate flight controls, flight throttle, mouse controls, driving, targeting. Multi-ball crew.
Alright, taking off. Once I do the pre-flight checklist, which...
Yeah, I'm setting up my multi-crew.
Ship released. Departure
Yeah,
authorized.
hold on.
Automated flight control protocol now offline. Thank you, Commander.
Alright. You want to drop us out to some just random dead space here, and
Alright, well once we get to orbital cruise, I'll drop out.
yeah, I just want to get my head around the controls first, and then we can go back to murdering people.
How about I drop us out at the nav beacon?
That'll work. That'll give me something to actually try to shoot at. I don't like the big messages. Takes up too much of the screen now, or they need to fade out quicker.
Yeah, if you bring your ship to Weird, Blackhide has all modules, all equipment. Oh, I forgot to swap out fighters. Oh well, we can do that next time.
That's fine. I'm gonna mess around with the gunner controls here anyway, so it's no big deal.
I still had control over my plasma accelerator, my fixed weapons, but my turrets when you were in gunner, and it wasn't until you launched in the fighter that I was like, I need my turret controls.
Yeah, I'm in gunner here.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have any scanners, I think, on board.
I may change that key now that I know what that does.
Unfortunately, I don't have any, like, scanners and stuff. Although now you can get the, like, the kill warrant scanner down to scan within 2 seconds.
That's cool. And actually useful.
And I found another component apparently I need to upgrade, and that's the power distributor on my ship. It's only grade 3.
Well, yeah.
And if you want your thrusters upgraded, I'd do that before patch drops.
Yeah, alright.
Oh, I have a wake scanner.
Ah, there we go. Okay, I'm in the camera. Why do I not have control of things at the moment? I may indiscriminately shoot things, so. Oh, I may not. Can you deploy the hard points out?
It should be.
Alright, then there's some other controls I need to set.
Lots of Alliance enforcers.
Person. That didn't work. No. No. Alright, let's try. Alright, I'm almost there on the controls.
Well, there's a whole lot of bupkis here right now.
Yeah. I just shot? I shot something.
Oh, that was me.
Okay. Why don't I have a weapon group?
Roger that. I'm booting up the fighter.
Well, I set up things, but
Fighter online, ready to go. Copy that. You select the target, I'll concentrate fire, Commander.
why am I not shooting anything?
That's one for the salvage crew. That's
Don't know. You have power. My weapons groups show that you have control.
I seem to have control of the turret, but not firing.
Okay, so I can still activate chaff and everything on my own without you.
Right. This is why I was like, let me figure out what's going on here. Okay. Everything's bound. Why don't I... Oh, I don't have a weapon. That's
Sure thing.
why.
Focusing fire on the primary target.
Okay, that's what's going on. I don't have a weapons group. What's Q?
Q is a quick action, like for scanners or chaff or something like that.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, you have two fire, primary, secondary fire, and then two quick actions.
Oh, very nice. About damn time. I'll have to... I need more buttons on my shit.
Target destroyed.
I do have a request, though. You do not map the heat sinks. Let me control those, because I need them for when I decide to do a shield cell booster. Which, let me see if I can still do one. Yes, I can.
Alright.
But I need to put another scanner on, like a kill warrant scanner. I've got the frame wake scanner.
I'm not seeing any weapon groups coming up. That's interesting.
Should be 1 and 2.
Yeah, nothing showing up on the HUD when I switch to it.
Well, try setting them 1 and 2, and then just...
Yeah, I did that. Ah, okay, there we go. It's still using my joystick toggle to fire groups. Alright, I have control of things now, I think.
Alright, well, let's see if I can find something that's wanted and piss it off.
How about we kill this Alliance enforcer.
Except for that will get us a bounty.
Oh, okay.
And since we're on bounty hunting, that would kick you from the session.
Okay, so if you do anything that's illegal, it kicks you from the session. Interesting.
I mean, we can test it.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah, I've got control of...
Excuse me.
All the turrets are on the bottom? Okay. That's
Top.
interesting. Top. Whatever.
I see weapons fire up ahead.
Alright. Yeah, I see it.
Adams Peters.
Alright, I need to switch around which group is which on the mouse buttons.
Okay, Commander. Focusing my attack on your target.
Now I can take off 2 of these plasma accelerators and put on seeker missile launchers, so that
Target is history.
so then you could put all 4 of your pulse lasers on one group and the 2.
Yeah, that would be useful.
Now currently all my pulse lasers do phasing sequence. I'm wondering if I should go back to 2 of them being scramble spectrum.
This is almost cheaty with the mouse.
Can't see any more threats.
Well, I had a feeling mouse and keyboard were going to be the way to go for that.
From the wreckage, though.
Oh, we got a wanted hauler here.
Yeah, I see him. Wow, this is really cheaty. Holy fuck.
Roger that. Commencing fighter recovery.
So do you think I should go stick with... The reason why I have 4 phasing sequence is to go up against PvP. That seems to be much more effective. I've been able to get cutters down to 50% hull before they even break my shields.
Now that I've got this set up, yeah, go outfit for murder and let's go kill people. This
Alright.
is cheating as fuck. Especially if you have a third person
Fighters locked
fighter.
inside. Base
Good
secure.
Christ.
Alright, should I keep on my plasma accelerators or should I take them off?
I don't know. Are you good at hitting things with them?
In PvP, yes. NPCs, no. But I mean, the other PvP we're taking on are corvettes, cutters, and things like that.
Yeah, then keep it, for sure. I would even go to beam turrets because of the control I have now.
Alright, well, you know what? I will go set up for beam.
Or flak turrets.
Or what?
Or cannons would be good now too. All that stuff you would normally use in a turret because we couldn't aim them actually is now really, really fucking good. You know, things that you had ammo or things that you know, ate your cap or whatever, you can use now because they're, you know, you can actually not have them just randomly firing forever and not hitting anything.
That's fair enough. I'm going into Black Hide again.
So, you know, you could actually do a Flacaconda now. Which would be interesting. That would, you know, there's actually a role for that in a group. If you could actually group up more than one ship. If you could have a gang of ships where you had one person in you had one set of people in an Anaconda with just nothing but multi-cannons all over it, it would work now because their role would simply be to just fuck fighters.
So what do you want? Do you want beam weapons?
Yeah, let's go with. Actually, I almost want to say cannons.
All right. Well, we can do. Weapons are cheap. Everything's discounted. So
Do you have the cannons that bump people?
say what?
Do you have the cannons that cause people to not be able to jump? That could be fun.
I think those are missiles. The mass lock missiles.
No. The ones the kinetic cannons that cause people to tumble.
Oh yeah, force shells.
Yeah, that could be fun now. I mean, all of those weapons that, as turrets that we were like, that's just unviable, are now actually interesting. I would almost say Anaconda would be really OP now, just in how many slots for guns it has.
This could be interesting because the problem that I was having before against those guys, they're using what are called target. Basically, when they hit you with a plasma accelerator, it breaks your target lock.
Except I don't have target lock. I manually just have to target over things, and my guns just follow.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that with a crewed ship, you know, it would be like, ha ha ha, go ahead. My lasers are still hitting you.
I would also like to try a multi-crew in a FDL could be fun too. Especially if you put fixed weapons on the front and just put one honking turret on the bottom.
Yeah, but what's available in size 4 turrets?
Multi-cannons and beams and things that, again, that were like, that's not so great. I think there's even a size 4 cannon turret, which would just be hilarious. Also on the Corvette, imagine if you put turrets on those two back class 4 slots. Ugh. Even if you scaled them back to class 3s, it would be insane. Because that's 2 class 3 turreted weapons.
Well, this has 2 class 3 turreted weapons. In fact, we're using them right now. You got 2 class 3 pulse lasers turreted, and you got 2 class 2.
You need like a plasma.
Oh, I have found into something, though. Outfitting and shipyard are unavailable in multi-crew.
Oh, okay. Well, kick me if you need to. That's a little annoying. Yeah, if they get the bugs worked out of this, this could be good.
This is funny. It's like kick. Report abuse and block. Report abuse, permanently block, or just kick them.
Right. I guess I could leave gracefully, or that.
Just kick them.
You're removed from multi-crew. Yeah, I guess I have to leave graciously. Interesting. It shows gunner time, session time. That's kind of nice. Did my combat rank go up with that just little bit of shooting?
Yeah, but that might be accelerated for this.
Oh, no, it didn't. Although it said dangerous, even though it still says master here. I don't know if that's broken or not, but whatever.
Yeah, they've got bugs like right now. I've got 2 screens overlaying each other.
Yeah, I mean, if they get the bugs worked out, there's potential here for this to be amazing. And what people have been looking for. If they add the ability to walk around your ship and nothing else after this, oh man, is Star Citizen in trouble.
I've got to back out. I couldn't get to,
That's fine. Yeah, we gotta switch back to open anyway here, so.
What you may want to do is, in private group, go ahead and fly your Anaconda to Weird, so that you can outfit and we can test on your ship.
Sure.
Because you could be, you know, making a few jumps my way or to Weird while...
I think I'm in or near Weird, actually.
You're about 180 light years away.
Oh, that's not far at all. This thing jumps really far.
Yeah, that's probably like 6 jumps.
Not even. How's Weird spelled? W-Y...
So do you want beams and missiles?
Yes, please. Yeah, it's not even 1 tank of gas. Yeah, give me, You got pack hounds?
No. I'm about to say none of the specialty stuff from...
Okay.
Yeah, none of that is available.
Pack hounds would be all kinds of fun now. The thing is, I'd like to be a gunner in my own ship. So I wish you could swap the roles around.
Well, I like the idea of that because then your friends could try your ship and stuff and see if they like it or not.
Yeah. I really think anybody should be able to be any role. Obviously, maybe give a warning that if, you're giving someone else the ability to fly your ship and you assume any risk thereof.
You know, I would be okay with if somebody then crashes your ship, they're responsible for the rebuy, but I guess people would just, make sure they didn't have a bunch of credits on the account, crash it, and be like, oh, clear save. Anyway, be right back. I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'm back.
Welcome back.
So I'm outfitting here. Let's see here. Beam laser. What mods do you want on it?
What do you got?
Hold on a second. I just crashed.
Also, it looks like they changed the behavior of fuel scooping. You don't need to get nearly as close anymore. I'm getting full speed out of the fuel scoop without nearly the heat that I was getting. You don't have to fry yourself to scoop anymore, which is nice.
Isn't that largely dependent on the size of the fuel scoop you have, though?
Yeah, but I get full... It's a percentage of the full speed based on the scoop. So the distances are the same for all the scoops based on how much it scoops, but how much of full scoopage is the same. But yeah, it's not nearly heating up like it was before, where I hit maximum intake anyway.
Yeah,
Just swinging around the star now to get to the next system is pretty much replenishing an entire jump's worth of fuel. I'm hitting weird right now.
Alrighty, I'm gonna restart into open.
Alright, let me get docked up.
Yeah, I would dock up. Well, I'm about to say heat meta is sort of returned a little bit. I notice people have been using it with cannons, trying to slowly bleed you down with heat at 106, 110%.
Heat beams can be fun.
I'm thinking about putting two thermo... I forget which one it is, but two of them that impart heat damage, and then two of them that, if you hit, will reduce the ship's heat amount.
Where do I need to be docking up at here?
Black hide.
Black hide it is.
See if I crash again.
Is this a high G world?
Not really, 0.6. Enough that if you're not about to, if you try to do the pitch and roll in a cutter, you kind of start to lose altitude.
Yeah, now 0.6 is nothing for this thing. I have some really big thrusters on it. Verniers seem pretty good too. I wish they'd make the verniers a separate upgrade from the main engines, though. If you follow my logic there at all.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to be able to... I mean, because you may not need big engines, but having big verniers for high G worlds would be nice.
There are no 4-turreted weapons.
Interesting. Okay.
Gimbaled.
So you have to go with 3s.
Yeah, if you wanted to, but with the way that the armor system works now, I think that would be detrimental.
Yeah. I spread your stream link around a little bit too, so...
Yeah, I've noticed there's been an uptick. Unfortunately, on the iPad app now... Okay, there we go. Now it has the chat and the video going at the same time.
Just about to black hide here.
Yeah, Ghost, there's...
Alright, so got it up, got the chat up. Do. Huh, apparently it doesn't have my paint job options.
Ah, the king. It would be nice if it used your chip designation that you put in instead of your first 3 letters now, though.
Yeah.
And then not use that like that, since obviously it's auto-generated. It seems like that would be easy to do.
Alright, still no options there. Oh, before I do that, I need to. I'm gonna take off the point defense and rely on deployed fighters to be my point defense.
Yeah, that works. I'm on downwind here. If that's a thing on an atmosphericless planet. I don't know what you'd call it. I guess you just keep calling it downwind. Around to final.
I still have 3 megawatts worth of power.
Christ. Beam weapons all around. You're down.
Damn near could.
Cleared to land, pad 5. Needs the, bitching at me minimums.
Terrain. Pull up. Terrain.
At least it's not calling me a retard.
What is this, an Airbus?
Retard. No, I'm not, damn it.
Yeah. What is it? 40, 30, 20, retard.
10, retard. Retard. Yeah, I know I'm landing, stupid airplane. Oh, the pad's being a little picky. There we go.
Man, I wish I got these kind of rolls all the time on live.
Yeah, I imagine they configured that a little bit. Entering hangar. Yeah, I need to go check out the new asteroid station.
It's a station. It's a pretty station, but it's a station.
Yeah. Like, how do people live in other countries? Same as you. Alright, flipping over to open. Interesting. You now have to quit all the way back to the main menu to switch groups.
Yeah, you've always had to do that.
Okay. Maybe I didn't notice it before. Alright, loading up open. Alright, I'm in.
Alright, I'm dealing with weapons.
Alright, let me know when you're ready. Poke around at what they got here too. I really wish you could have like a basic number plate for your ID without having to buy it on the store, guys. I mean, seriously. I don't know. I guess that annoys me a little bit that you can't just have a basic font for free.
Well, I got the Wink scanner down to 2.6 seconds to scan, but it only has a range of 1600.
How much are they charging for these, I wonder?
They haven't said yet, but probably
Oh,
$2.
that's nice. The store automatically opens to the right stuff now when you click it from in-game, so you don't have to go digging through everything.
If it's like the decal packs that are $1.75,
Yeah, that's, not bad. I just think it's silly that they want $1.75 or $2 for a font. I mean, I guess if you wanted fancy stuff, that's fine. But I think just plain white or whatever generic color based on, a white or black based on what color your ship is, whether it's light or dark, with, basic font should be free. I like the new store, though. That's definitely an improvement. Oh, shit, kids. Yeah, the weapon colors are at least cheap, too, but I could care less. I like my orange, actually. I mean, at least most of the stuff's reasonably priced. We'll see how bad it gets with some of the other stuff. Weapon detailing, engine detailing. I like my wireframe, though. The wireframe Anaconda was a good buy.
oh, they now tell you that you have like an 8% chance of experimental.
Interesting. That's nice.
I've always said that that's what commodity should have been used for. If you have a commodity to add on there, it increases the chance of getting a experimental thing.
Yeah.
But the what's the hull today? The hull on the cutter is now 185. The armor.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, multi-cannons that will only pierce 35 won't do very much.
Yeah, that sucks. It makes the smaller multi-cannons kind of useless now.
Well, it means you've got to have a ship with a bunch of size 3 or above weapons,
Yeah.
like the Federal Assault Ship or big ships. I kind of like that a little bit.
Or a vulture or something.
Or you have to be running plasma accelerators.
Yeah, I think if you set a ship ID, they definitely need to be using that for ATC and not what they had before.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Okay. Sending out invite.
Alright? There you go. You should make your ship ID whatever your tail number is that the aircraft you're flying currently. Connection error. Try that again.
Well, I'm about to say, and ship ID doesn't really show up unless you're looking under contacts.
Yeah.
If it did, then essentially ship ID becomes clan tags.
Released. Departure authorized.
Were you able to connect?
Yeah, it's connected
Flight
now.
control protocol now offline.
Or
Thank
not.
you, Commander.
No, I'm not able to. It keeps kicking me out. I'm seeing if I can get back in the game now. I'm gonna leave multi-crew and see if, and then alright, so try again.
Invite sent.
Alright. Loading game. Okay, there we go. I need a better desk so I can get my rudder pedals actually under the desk. Alright, I'm in.
Alright, yep, I see you there. Heading for the conflict zone. Alright, you have 2 with thermal, whatever it is, thermal cascade, whatever imparts
Alright.
heat to them, I think.
Gunner.
And 2 that are thermal vent, so long as you're hitting them, it will reduce our heat.
Right. Yeah, we need to get another person on here to jump in that fighter now.
Target rich zone and PCs.
Alright, hold on, I gotta...
Yeah, you may need to set up. I put all your beams to one and missiles to the other.
That's not what I'm seeing over here, unfortunately. Alright, looks good. Alright.
Copy. I'm deploying the fighter. We may have a battle on our hands, Commander. Multiple hostile ships. Fighter online. Ready to go. Copy
He's
that.
gotta be
You
wondering
select the
what's
target.
up.
I'll come straight fire, Commander. Taking heavy damage, Commander. You may want to help me out. The fighter's being ripped to shreds out here, Commander. Can you pull them off me?
Missiles are a little tricky to use.
Does chaff affect it, though? Because he's popping chaff.
Can I subsystem target? Apparently not.
Target is history.
Yeah, I can't subsystem target though, that's the downside.
Really?
Yep. Oh, no line of sight. That sucks.
Shields are down. Can you keep them off me while I regenerate, Commander?
It's fucking up the fighter.
Telepresence link is offline. We've lost it, Commander. Okay, I'm in the hot seat. Initiating deployment.
That's cool. Talk about
Clear
all
of the
the
mothership.
first sight missile
Ready when you
launches.
Yeah, so chaff does affect your turrets. It looks like.
Shoot.
Sure thing. Focusing fire on the primary target.
Yeah, beams are...
I've got a hostile bearing down on me, Commander.
You get a lot of time on target like this
The hull's
now.
trashed. Not sure if I can stay in this fight much longer, Commander. Fighter's down. We lost the link, Commander.
Wow, this is a quick way to get a lot of credits. Makes big ships way more viable. Can't spam missiles though, sadly.
Well, I have a configuration for that.
Hi. We just drill a hole in your hull. Yeah, Rocket Honda. Whoops. Rocket Honda.
Yeah, you just made people mad.
It makes someone mad.
Yeah, everything just turned red.
Oh fuck, sorry. Get the fuck out of here. That's an interesting downside. How bad did I fuck us?
Not at all. I mean, it's a lawless zone,
Okay.
other than a couple of minutes for shields to fully recharge.
I seem to be stuck in limbo again. Yeah, open is definitely a little glitchy at the moment. I think it's a bit overloaded. Alright, there we go, I'm back. Alright, we're good then. I'll have to set a secondary keyboard key for switching weapon groups. Since I'm going to use the mouse for when I'm on the guns. I mean, it's just silly not to, because it's so easy to use.
Very funny. I'm getting a green box, but hollow box. I think that's supposed to be a friend?
Yeah.
Oh, Emirax.
Uh-huh.
Weird doesn't have any combat or res sites, does it?
No, honestly.
No, it doesn't. Alright, gonna head back in. I like this. I can now keep 2.5 pips for weapons, which is generally enough. Half a pip to engines.
I mean, I'm not running out of weapons at all. The beams are just overheating before anything.
Copy that. Going live. Stand by. Looks like we got more than one target to contend with, Commander. Fighters prepped. Say the word, Commander.
I wish the reticle was a little smaller. That's how I accidentally hit the wrong person.
Taking heavy damage, Commander.
The
You may
reticle
want to help
where
me out.
things will
Picking up some
shoot
nasty scars,
is really
Commander.
big.
Hull's down to 50%. Copy that. Select the target. All comes pretty far, Commander.
So chaff still does affect turreted weapons.
Interesting.
Commander, let's take them out before their frame shift goes live.
You get way more time on target
Target
now,
is
though.
splashed.
True.
Target destroyed.
do
have a
wish
battle
I
on our
had
hands,
some
Commander.
weapons on
Multiple hostile ships.
on the yard bottom.
So the next question, he's got point defense.
Roger that, Commander. I'm moving into attack. That's one for the salvage crew. Sure thing. Focusing fire on the primary target.
I can't tell what you're targeting very well, though. It needs to put the marker next to it, like when you're in a thing.
Well, he just heat synced, so lost target lock.
Oh, I see. It is there now.
And everything just turned red again.
Shit.
Alright.
Missiles incoming. The fighter's taking a lot of hits, Commander.
I'm gonna
My best
try to
get
take
out of
this
trouble.
guy down and then we'll evac.
We've lost you, Commander.
Yeah. It's back to the old problem of shit flying through your reticle. If anything comes across your reticle, it's in front of you, because you can't actually lock onto things with this. You have to keep the reticle actually over the target. So anything that just flies in there is just shot.
Right.
You know, not hurting friendlies. That needs to get fixed. Because the AI is dumb, and, you know, you'll be firing a steady stream of beams and they'll fly right through them, which is a little fail. And I'm taking a while to sync up again.
Copy that.
I dropped. It'll reconnect. Yeah, I think the server load is part of the problem. I think everybody and their brother is on right now to play around with this, so it's just absolutely raping their back end.
Well, I'm not entirely sure it's their back end as much as just, again, their decision to go with peer-to-peer networking as the primary method of connecting players together is, you know, if somebody has a bad connection in the link.
Well, no, when you're in a session, it's okay. Problem is right now is anytime you change sessions, I'm losing connections, and that's when the server's doing the handoff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the back end is not happy.
Alright. Back in.
Copy. I'm deploying the fighter. Looks like we got more than one target to contend with, Commander. Fighter is now active. Standing by.
Weird, it's showing that I still have control over all my weapons.
Yeah, it's not letting me push the gunner. There we go. I have control now.
Gotcha.
It was just being a pain. Yeah, it's not.
Okay, Commander.
Okay, there's
Focusing my attack on your target.
No, that's not. Who are you targeting? That's our crew.
The Heroic Cutter, which is a Viper Mark IV.
Defense Force. I can't tell who you're targeting. That needs to be changed. They need to make one of the markers the marker for the.
It's one of the Mark IV shooting at us.
I can't tell who you're shooting
Sure
at
thing.
or who you want me
Fire
to
on the
shoot
primary
at.
target.
That's unfortunate.
Just
We
pick
have
the
a battle
nearest
on our hands, Commander. Multiple hostile ships.
Mark IV. Give you a hint, he's the guy riding our ass.
Oh, okay. Whoa. He's out of range.
Yep, should be back in
Roger
range
that, Commander. I'm moving into attack.
shortly.
Is that a system defense force?
Battle cow.
Copy that. You select the target. I'll concentrate fire, Commander.
Love tap.
That was a little close.
Alright, shield cell bank firing. I always love the Type 9s with railguns.
This is a problem. When they're real close together, I accidentally target the wrong ship. That needs to not happen.
Target is splashed.
Yeah, it needs to not let you shoot at friendlies.
Well, I guess if you had multi-cannons or cannons with smart shells.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. It's just the it's really sensitive to where
Looks like we got more than one target to contend with, Commander.
that was a good one.
Sure thing. Focusing fire on the primary target.
He like that.
Target is history.
Jump out.
Alright, jumping.
Yeah, one of the friendlies literally flew right between me and the ship I was firing at, and before I could even take my finger off the trigger, it had already shot them. That's... yeah, that's gotta get fixed.
Well, especially since you're doing so much damage, I think it's a little bit less with the pulse lasers.
Yeah. I mean, they're just instantly red. Also, yeah, if you hold down while you're firing and the beams are traversing, since they do have a traverse speed, they'll just sweep through anything that happens to be there. Well, let's see what happens when we jump out this time. Alright, that wasn't bad. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm in the hot seat. Initiating deployment. Clear of the mothership. Ready when you are. Shields are down. Rerouting power to systems.
There's a Type 9 over here.
Copy.
Be advised, I don't think we have any friendlies in here, so...
Target is okay, Commander. Focusing my attack on your target. Shields are down. Can you keep them up
Do you like
while I
that?
regenerate, Commander?
Flew through. I wish I could actually lock a target so that it wouldn't fire at anything else. I mean, I should still have to slew over to it, but it shouldn't. The lock shouldn't be based on just who I've moused over currently. So that was annoying too. The missile actually broke my missile lock because the missile went through the middle of the reticle. You shouldn't be able to lose lock on your own missile.
Sure there's not a button to say lock up a target?
Let me see here. It's one of my other combat ones. That's that. Nope, none of my target locking buttons work.
FDL.
Oh, hi. Bad day for him. Now this off-board missile launches. All the beams ever. Okay, see that defense came right through my sight there. That's so stupid. And if there's like a bunch of friendlies around a target, it may be impossible to shoot. because of the chance of, just one of them happening through the reticle.
So in other words, for PvE, you're going to want cannons with smart rounds.
Yeah. Or if you don't care what you hit, yeah. Or pulse lasers, or something that's just not going to immediately cause everybody to go red.
So my idea of the pulse lasers, probably not a bad one.
Yeah, for PvE, definitely. For PvP, it's going to fuck shit up, though.
Well, I was hoping we'd find somebody.
You may have to go pull something out of Super Cruise,
Yeah.
which could be interesting. I do like how it feels like I'm playing a different game now.
Copy. I'm deploying the fighter. We may have a battle on our hands, Commander. Multiple hostile ships. Fighter is prepped. Say the word, Commander. Target is splashed. Copy that. You select the target. I'll concentrate fire, Commander. Target is history. Okay, Commander. Focusing my attack on your target.
And world just turned red.
God damn it. Yeah, that's
Shields are
way
offline.
too
Need you
sensitive.
to watch my back while I get the
They need to fiddle with that a little bit. I didn't even see what I hit that time. Yeah, and I'm in limbo here.
Yeah. Oh,
Hold up. Yeah, they're gonna have to make that a little less sensitive. Or just not let it lock friendly targets like that.
but it's Jack O'Neill with 2 L's. This is the one that doesn't have a sense of humor.
Yeah, well, I guess he died.
Well, Yugo War has a FSD interdictor. Let's see if he's in an interdicting mood.
Alright. Be willing to interdict us. Do we have an interdictor?
No. I think he's tried to interdict me before, and it didn't exactly go as planned, so...
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think anyone's dumb enough to actually interdict you.
Oh, somebody has their interdictor out.
Yeah, I see that.
Actually, he doesn't have an interdictor. I don't know what he has out.
Tanner?
I don't see that. Not detecting any scanners on him either.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, we may end up just having to go get a interdictor and put on. And
Yeah, I may take off for a bit then and come back later tonight. Get a third, should be able to get a third person, like Sketch or someone then. We get 3 people going. Alright, so let's see what happens when I leave gracefully. Interesting. Gunner kills 19. Yeah, this is a little weird, but alright, I'm gonna take off here. I will be back later today, and I'll see if I can,
alright, that sounds good. I think I'll do the same. Time to go get some lunch and stuff.
go hunt some people down.
Sounds good.
Alright, I'll catch you later.
Catch you later.